All right, it's 2024, January 24th. Uh, it's been a while since the last one, actually. But, I've been doing stuff. I've been busy. And I finally had time to, guess what, make some New Year's resolutions. I should have done it a long time ago, but oh well. It's here now. I'm sticking with it. I'm not sure if actually, no, they're pretty achievable, I'd say. You know what I don't understand is when people make goals that are way too impossible or way too easy. I just don't get it. Because if it's too easy, you're gonna do it in the first month and then just be jobless for the rest of the year. Like, what the fuck is that? That's not even a good goal then. You're not doing shit. And on the other hand, if it's completely impossible, you're just setting yourself up for failure. I tend to lose motivation halfway through. I don't know about other people. It's just not practical to do that. So, that in mind, I made my own goals. Um, let's see. Let me pull that up here. I'm going to give the CAT exam. Uh, yeah, it's happening in December, and I'm gonna take it. I finished my aerospace engineering. Don't like it. I don't know what I was thinking. Well, I do know what I was thinking, but what can you do? I'm back in India now, so cat it is. You know what really gets me? In India, everybody just lands a job straight out of college, straight out of university. The companies come to you. Like, how convenient is that? That's amazing. And in the UK, where I did my college, whatever, fuck that. You have to go to every company, apply. Every individual job portal asks you for all your details, your name, your address. Oh man, what a pain it is to fill that in. And then they'll ask you for your CV. It's like, why can't you just fucking read it? Just, man. Yeah. So, the best option right now is just to do my CAT and hopefully get into one of the top tier colleges here and get a good placement from there. What else? What else? That's sort of like the education side of things, I'm still gonna be looking for jobs, but we'll see. I've been working on the book lately, so yeah, I'm hopefully gonna finish the first manuscript, which is gonna be about 300 to 350 pages worth of shit. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna try bang that out by 1st of November. But before that, it's a long process because I'm gonna have to finish the storyboard, which I'm still not sure is very good. The problem is there that most of the time I'll like write a character and turns out it's just the same character that I was watching the night before in like a TV series. It's like, oh, I just watched Avatar: The Last Airbender. Guess what? My new character is literally Zuko. Uh, there's no point, and then I have to scrap it or take some major keynotes from it and then just let the rest of it go. It's pretty shit. Um, let's see. So yeah, I'm gonna try finish the first manuscript by, let's say, November. But if I can do it before that, I can probably get it out to some editors and see if they'll want it, if they'll want to publish it. Uh, yeah. So I expect to have a book out by next year. That's the goal. So as soon as I start uh, college again, I might actually be an author, like a legit author, if I can do this. That's the goal anyway. Uh, yeah, people might say, "Oh, you should probably only have one New Year's resolution." No, 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 no. When I do this, I'm going above and beyond. which is kind of going against the whole impossible thing I said earlier. It doesn't make sense anymore. Whatever. I'm just gonna try. Okay. I need stuff to do during the day, so I'm just gonna do it. Okay. Um, let's see. I'm not gonna hit people. If that's what you. No, no, no. That's not right. I was gonna say I'm gonna hit my 20 minutes of meditation every day, if I can. You know what I realized? It's it's a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. Because I started a few days ago, and when I first sat down, I just took my phone, I put it on Do Not Disturb, I set a timer for 20 minutes, and I put it out. And I'm sitting there, right? The only thing that's coming in my head is fucking Into the Spider-Verse and how I can use some of their dialogues in real life. Like calling my cousin, you are, like just saying, you are the original anomaly to my cousin. Man, I have been actually texting him, like, because I'm living with my aunt and uncle. So I actually asked them to text him, you are the original anomaly, which is Miguel O'Hara's Spider-Man from 2099. I don't know which Earth that's from, but and that's like the new thing now, where we just call him the original anomaly of the family. Yeah. So first 20 minutes, the only thing, first 10 minutes at least, the only thing that's coming in my head is Into the Spider-Verse. That's it. And I'm just like, oh, if I was Spider-Man, I could do some parkour here and there, off the building, onto the tree. And you know what? That would make my next goal pretty easy. Pretty fucking easy. If I was just Spider-Man, you know. Because my next goal is related to gymnastics. I've been trying to do gymnastics for a while. And I just realized I'm not very good. Guess what? Who could have predicted that a guy with no physical training, constant injuries, and constantly moving around with no consistent schedule for working out would be bad at gymnastics? What a surprise. Yeah, so I'm gonna try by the end of the year hold a full back lever for 10 seconds, which I think is doable because I tried doing the tuck back lever 2 days ago and I could do it pretty easy. And then I tried extending my knees out so I'm like my body is horizontal to the ground. And also, everything I'm saying is on rings, gymnastic rings, because I don't have a bar available at the moment. So I just go out to a park, look at the football field that's in front of me, and I look at the goalposts, which, by the way, has no net on it. Right? There's no nets anywhere. I think some people must have just cut it and used it for something, maybe like fishing or some shit. Yeah, so I hang my gymnastic rings from the goalpost and I do it on that. So I'm gonna try hold the back lever for 10 seconds, full back lever. Oh yeah, so I was saying the tuck back lever that I was doing. The tucked version is easy. It's doable. Like I can do that. I mean, I couldn't before because my shoulders kept rolling ahead. Turns out I have like a major shoulder problem with my rotator cuff, my left one. I think the teres minor or whatever shits at the back on your back. Okay, the two important muscles there that allow your shoulders to roll backwards. Yeah, they're fucking weak. So I injured it a while back, and I rehabbed it as well. It's not that hard, you know. If anybody wants to do that, Squat University, the shorts, where I don't know his name, but it's like the white bald dude, not bald, buzz cut dude, and he's just like the pro. He's good at explaining stuff. He will take you through all the required testing to figure out what's weak. Like, is it your supraspinatus, your teres minor, your fucking whatever, and then he'll give you like banded joint mobilization exercises or whatnot for you to rehab it. which is not bad. They do work. And turns out, yeah, mine was a major stability issue because as soon as I did that, um, yeah, I could put my arm into external rotation, which is just put your arm out to the side, 90 degrees from your body, and bend your elbow 90 degrees as well, and point your thumb backwards as far as you can. That's external rotation. Yeah, I could do a whole lot more than I could before, so that really helped. But that was over the course of like 2 weeks, and I'm still on the weakest TheraBand, which is I think like 2 or 3 kilos. It's nothing impressive, but I'm still working on it. So yeah, the tuck back lever, that's doable. Even right now, I can go out and do it right now. Which is just, oh, so people who don't know what a back lever is, you hang on the bar, you invert yourself completely, so your legs are up, your head's down, and then you go backwards. And when you go backwards, you stop halfway, so your body is parallel to the ground. You're facing down, and your legs are extended behind your arms. So it puts your shoulder in quite a compromised position. And you need to have a certain degree of strength. You need to keep your core stable. You need to have everything fucking tight, dialed in. Yeah. So I'm trying to do that, but I can. So a duck version of that is just you put your legs as close to your body as you can, which is your knees to your chest, essentially, trying to keep your back straight. And then the advanced version of that is where you're in that position, but you extend your knees out so your body is still parallel with the ground, and your knees are horizontal, vertical. Fuck. Yeah. So that's the advanced version. I was trying to work on that, and I realized, hey, who would have guessed that the person with a back injury has weak abs? Turns out, yeah, I need to work on that way more. And it is good because most of the time when I stick to like an exercise program, I usually tend to get injured within like the first 2-3 weeks. I'll have like minor tendonitis. I'll have like some kind of issue just from being so inactive the whole time. But all right, where was I? My mom called, so I have to pick that up. Right. I wanted to do a full back lever for 10 seconds this year. I think I'm gonna try to do that. Secondly, I want to be able to do an advanced tuck front lever, which is like the same as a back lever except you don't invert yourself. Again, for like 10 seconds. I want to be able to do. I've never actually done a muscle up. I want to do muscle ups because I want to be the monkey man. I used to do some kind of rock climbing, but I had to quit again, back injury, and I never got into insane upper body stuff. I don't have as much muscle mass as I would like, so I think this would definitely go a long way in increasing it. I think 5 muscle ups is a good starting point. Again, it's on gymnastic rings, so the stability demands are a lot higher than on a bar because you're unstable in not just the frontal plane. It's also on the side planes, just lateral plane, whatever. I don't get it. Okay, I'm dumb. I want to be able to do the pistol squat on each leg. That's something because you can't skip legs. I know everybody just says, oh, gymnastics or calisthenics athlete, no legs. I'm not ignoring legs. It's just, aside from squats, there's not much to do. So, yeah, I'm just gonna aim for 1 pistol squat on each leg because I'm still quite weak. I can probably do maybe 30 to 40 bodyweight squats with perfect form. And none of those pussy squats that people mostly do, okay? None of that 90 degrees bullshit. You go all the way down, all the way up. I don't care if it's hard on your knees. Your knees will adapt, okay? Just do some knees over toes stuff. Yeah, so all the way up, all the way down. Uh, yeah, and lock out the glutes, and make sure your back doesn't bend. There's a slight butt wink, but whatever, you know. And my last goal would be being injury free, because the big thing with me is I get injured a lot. Like, I have uh, one major disc bulge in my low back, L5S1, and I have a smaller one in my C3 cervical spine. So I can't really overdo it. And this happens to me a lot. In case you're wondering how I injured myself, it's from sneezing. Yeah, don't sneeze, guys. It's not fun. So yeah, I'm gonna try do that for gymnastics. Be a little monkey man on gymnastic rings. Let's see. Aside from that, I think there's just some smaller minor goals that I want to hit along the way, which I think will be pretty doable, all in all. And it's not a crazy demanding goal, like learn the full gymnastics fucking freestyle routine or whatever. It's not that crazy. Speaking of which, I still can't do handstands. Like, how do people do handstands? Do you just go up against a wall and just boing upside down? I have no idea. How do people do that? Yeah. That's okay. I've talked enough about exercise. You know what happened to me last night? I actually slept well. I actually slept like a baby. For the first time, I actually went to bed at 10 o'clock, like I set out to do. I said no to all the tea, the caffeine, the the coffee, the everything, the chocolate. None of that in the evening. I looked at my fat little self and I told myself no. And I was so tired. I went to bed, lay down, and I put on a video. One of those fucking iceberg videos where you go down the rabbit hole. Some guy on YouTube just has done all the work for you. So you don't have to do anything except just listen. Yeah, I put one of those on. It was like a 2 hour video or something stupid. I think it was like linguistics or something. I don't know why I was watching that, but I was. Okay, don't fucking judge me. I'm trying to get better with my pronunciation, my English, my thingy, whatever. I tried, but anyway, I was lying down in bed, and the wave of sleepiness just hits. It just crashes, and for I don't ever remember being so tired before. I don't know what it is, what I'm doing right, but I really need to find out because I have not had a sleep like that in a very long time. So I lay down, I'm watching that video, and I'm just like, no, fuck this. I can't do this. So I actually slept more than 8 hours for the first time in God knows how long. And I actually woke up at a decent time. I woke up at 8 o'clock. You know, normally when I do that, I go to sleep at 4 a.m. and I'll wake up at like 2 p.m. But you're always waking up when the sun comes up because we don't have blackout blinds here at all in India. It's just non-existent. When the sun's up, you're up, essentially. So you're constantly waking up when you sleep late, and you don't actually sleep when it's dark. Well, I don't sleep when it's dark because some I like the revenge scroll, as the Gen Z calls it. Where you don't do enough shit in the day, so when you get back in bed, you're just like scrolling shit on your phone, like on Instagram or Snapchat or YouTube, whatever, TikTok. TikTok's banned here in India, but there's ways around it. I don't use it personally because I think it's garbage. Yeah. Yeah, none of that. I fell off to sleep in the dead of night Not dead of night. It's always noisy. It's India. Come on. I fell asleep, woke up at 8, got on with my day. I still haven't worked out. I need to go work out today. I'll probably do it after this podcast. But we'll see. Might hit legs. I haven't hit legs in a while. I've been ignoring it. It's on my list. I should do it. Come on. Move your ass. Yeah. I'll do that after this. Aside from that, I saw the first episode of the Arnold documentary on Netflix, and my god, I didn't even know this guy did so many things. I mean, the first thing, okay, we know about him. It's like, oh, he's done bodybuilding, he's done steroids, right? Lift weight, be big, be strong, don't be not strong. You know what I'm saying? But it is in Austria, you compulsorily have to do, or you had to do, I don't know if you still have to do it, you had to do some military service. So he turned out to be a tank driver. I mean, how fucking badass is that? This guy, he's done everything, okay? He's done bodybuilding, he's driven tanks, he's gone over to America, he's fucking... It's just amazing. How do you do all that? And he's talking with his weird ass Austrian accent. It's like, I need to... I can't do it. I can't do it. Are you still allowed to do that these days? Because I feel like anytime I do an accent, there's like a 5% chance of being racist. Is that a thing? Are you allowed to do that? God. Oh yeah, this was in the YouTube videos last night, like the Bhutanese accent. What was it? It was like a wiki page. Somebody included a Bhutanese English recording, and it got taken down, and there's a whole freaking wiki article on it where it's just the mods arguing with each other whether to keep it in or not. And it turned out to be a lot bigger deal than I was expecting. It's just like one of those weird things. It's just, you can say so little and be so racist. It's unbelievable. It's like everything you say, you have to keep in mind, oh, I'm allowed to say this. Oh, no. Whatever you just said, you're not allowed to say it. But then also if you say, oh, I'm not allowed to say this one thing that I'm not saying, then you get baited into it. Like, hey, what are you not saying? What is something you can't say? It's like, oh, now people try and trap you. Oh, so you were thinking something that you can't say, you're not allowed to say. Oh, you're not a good person. It's like, dude, just leave me the fuck alone. All right? I'm just trying to be a monkey here with my gymnastic rings. Just leave me alone. Yeah, I don't get it. Anyway. So I was watching that documentary, and this guy's a freaking tank driver, and he goes over to America. He's just like, I'm not doing the accent. I just told myself not to do the accent. He's driving tanks. He comes over. He's winning all these awards. He has this perfect vision in his mind. Like, I'll be on stage. I'll be, there'll be thousands of people looking at me. And he's just imagining himself winning that one big trophy. And it's just, I'm thinking to myself, how does a man do that? Because I'm not a very visual person. I can't imagine things. Or maybe it's just, I'm so distracted that I can't force myself or even try imagine things. Like, I'm just so distracted that forming an image in my mind takes way too much energy. Like, what the hell? He's imagining himself, and then as soon as he's on stage, he's like, oh yes, this is exactly what I wanted. He gets his award, beats everybody in bodybuilding, and then he fails for the first time. It's like, oh, I've succeeded for far too long. I wasn't expecting this. There's a huge blow to his ego. And then you see him right in the next scene where he's even more jacked, he's even bigger. And he's training his calves for the first time. Yeah. Good God. Moral of the story: do steroids. Get some steroids in you. Yeah. Freaking Dianabol and DRT and God knows what else. SARMs. Just completely fuck up your blood work. Doesn't matter. Biceps will make up for it, you know. And he's hating on this one guy with 17-inch arms. Like, do you know how impressive that is already? The guy has some other guy is also competing for Mr. Olympia. Or was it Mr. Universe? What? He's shitting on him about his 17-inch arms. It's like, dude, if you can if you can shit on someone who's doing so well in their sport, like you really have to be something else entirely. Like you have to be so far out on top that you get to criticize a person who's pretty close, if not having a better physique than you. My God. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna call it here because I'm doing some other stuff today, and I'm just prepping for a couple other things. Also, gonna be playing D&D this weekend, which I'll be a player for the first time in my life in my 5 years of playing D&D. Because once you're the DM, you're stuck with the DM's curse, right? There's no coming out of it. Once you become the DM, there's no going back from that. You'll always be doing it because your friends always want to be the players. But for the first time now, I get to be a player. And I'm just thinking of ways to fuck with my cousin because he's the DM now, the older one. And my God, I don't think we'll be playing D&D though. I think it's gonna be something with GURPS, which I actually really hate the fucking system. I don't get it. I think it's completely stupid. But hopefully this campaign makes me change my mind because I will accept it as long as you can do more shit with it. But the thing is with D&D, when you're at level 1, sure, you can get one shot by pretty much everything. Like an eagle flying above can scrape you twice and you die. Or you can get, like you have a guard throw some boxes at you and you die. That could happen. But also by the time you're level 12 or level 13, maybe as soon as you get 9th level spell slots, or when you get your second major buff, you're basically God. Like, what is the next thing you have left to do is kill God. That's it. There better be some Avengers level threat out in the distance that you need to kill, because the power scaling is stupid. Because from level 8 spell slots all the way to level 9 spell slots, even though you only get one, but you can cast Wish, which is just OP. It just gets a little, iffy. But with GURPS, it's very human-like. Like if you have swords and shields, it's like okay, we'll go into war. We'll perform a duel. It's not anything crazy. There's no game-breaking mechanics that I can think of right off the top of my head. But then again, I've never played it, so we'll find out. I hope it goes well because I really want to fuck with them. I'm gonna try collect like ash from like a fireplace. I'm gonna try collect some calcium carbonate, like I don't know, probably like some crab shells or oyster shells, and then grind them up, and then probably try and find some sulfur so I can make gunpowder. I'll just use it for everything. That's don't copy me. Don't do that. This is my idea. But yeah, hopefully that'll be a good time. I'll update you guys next time. I'm not sure when I'll be doing this, but I'm gonna try do them once a week. If not, you can fuck off. I mean, I really don't know. All right, see ya. Bye. Bye bye.